Hey guys, we're back.
It's red.
Hey guys, we're back at Mantra Artisan Ales in Franklin, Tennessee. We're doing our historic first coolship brew, and we have some coolship here we're drinking. My buddy Willie's jumping on in, and I'm going to introduce y'all to Joel Stickrod. He's the head brewer on this project, and he'll explain to you what we're doing with this recipe to get our Tennessee funk.
Hey guys, so I'm Joel Stickrod. I am brewer, cellarman, all-around sour guru here at Mantra Artisan Ales in Franklin, Tennessee, as he said. So this is our first coolship batch. Recipe was 60% Pilsner, 40% white wheat malt. So we technically are not method de goose. We're using malted white wheat instead of flaked white wheat. However, we did follow a bunch of the Belgian practices on this one. We did a turbid mash schedule. Turbid mash, we dough'd in about 0.3 quarts per gallon was kind of our dough, and it was 100 gallons of water for our entire batch. We dough'd in at 113, did a 10-minute rest there, did 150 gallons of water infusion, took it up to 133, pulled our first turbid pull there. That was a 20-gallon turbid pull, transferred into a 2-barrel boil kettle. Held that about 180, 190 degrees the entire time. Did another 100-gallon water infusion, took us up to 155. Left that for 20 minutes. Did a 40-gallon turbid pull there, and then another 100-gallon infusion, and took us up to 162. And let it sit there for 30 minutes. And then it was just a standard mash process after that. This is the first turbid that we've done here at Mantra as well. Very milky, very thick, exactly what you would expect out of a turbid mash, very similar to what I've done at homebrew scale. After that, we transferred to the boil kettle, and we did a 4-hour-long boil, in which right now we're on the whirlpool, so we're about to knock out into the coolship for the first time here. We added 6 pounds of aged hops. We've been aging them since the day we opened, which was about 18 months ago. They, I believe, were originally Centennials. And those went in with 60 minutes left in the boil. As you said, completely spontaneous. No yeast coming into this one. We're about ready to knock out. Yeah, any questions, Art? Art Whitaker? Maybe? Coolship is about 420 gallons flood volume. So we started with about 16 barrels in our... A little bit of delay on the questions, okay. Started about 16 barrels in our boil today. We have a 15-barrel brew house here. We usually boil off about 3/4 of a barrel per hour. So 4-hour boil, we should be about 13 and a half, maybe 14 barrels. So we should flood this thing right up to the very top, which is our goal here tonight. We will let it sit overnight. Our plan with this first batch is we're going to push it into stainless steel in the morning and let it sit in stainless steel for a couple of days. We've got some wine barrels on the way, and as soon as those show up, we're going to go into the wine barrels and knock out our next coolship batch. Like we said, I believe we're going to call this one a Tennessee Wild Ale, so it won't technically be under the method of goose protocol, but definitely 100% spontaneous fermentation, a lot of the traditional Belgian practices. We're close to knockout. Art, any questions? Do any of these fine people standing here have any questions? Nope, no yeast has gone into it. No yeast will go into this one. It'll all come from the air, exactly. Yep, 100% spontaneous in this one. That's cool. I'm dirty. I look like a brewer. I pretty much always look like a brewer when I'm here. Sorry, everybody. No questions. Do we have followers, Art?
They can ask questions. We'll come back on when we go in.
Yeah, we're about to knock in here pretty soon. Yeah. We're minutes away from knocking out, actually. Okay. It should. We're probably going to let it sit in barrels for. What type of yeast do we think we're going to grab in the air? I mean, it's hard to tell what type of yeast we're going to grab out of the air. It's going to be, yeah, definitely Tennessee yeast. I mean, our coolship is inside of our brewery. We use 14 different strains of yeast here at Mantra Artisan Ales, and that number climbs just about every time I turn around. There's new pitches that show up. So we have a lot of beer-producing yeast and bacteria that float around here. A lot of Brettanomyces in our beer, a lot of different bacteria in our beer. So we're confident that we're going to get alcohol production out of this. What you got, Art?
How many liters are you knocking out?
Liters. We're going to knock out about 13 and a half barrels. Yeah, 1,600. Like I said, it's a 15-barrel brew house. Pretty simple mass schedule was 1,000 pounds. Our pre-gravity was about 14 Plato. I'll take a post-gravity as soon as we knock out and get into the coolship here. I'll pull a little sample and do a gravity of that. We're thinking maybe 16 degrees Plato or so is what we're going to be at, which is a little bit higher than we kind of expected. I guess we got...
Can you do that in OG and homebrews?
Not off the top of my head, but I can pull my phone out and do it. So this is going to go into barrels and sit for at least a year. Our normal fermentation, we turn around anywhere from, like on our clean ales, like 14 days. On most of our sours, go 3 to 4 months. We'll put sours into a tank right after a clean ale and then put a clean ale right after it. So we share all of our same stainless steel here. Just change all of our soft goods, different hoses, different gaskets. The coolship time will just be overnight. So tomorrow morning it's going to go into stainless steel. And it'll probably be into barrels in the next couple of days. But we will let it sit in stainless for a little bit. And that's going to be 2 separate stainless vessels, actually. Grain bill is 60% Pilsner and 40% white wheat malt. It was 605 pounds Pilsner and 400 pounds white wheat malt. Nice. Is that from my smile? Derek's over there taking a look at it. Future plans, I think our goal is to do, Eddie might have to correct me on this, I think we're thinking 4 or 5 cool ships hopefully in this year. We only have just over a month here in Tennessee as far as the weather is concerned. But we'll lay down a stack of barrels from that. Yes, we will. We're going to leave both our garage doors open all night. We're going to leave fans going all night. So yeah, absolutely, we're going to have our outside air coming in. Me and Derek, the brewmaster, actually have a pretty long night in front of us. We have a clean batch that needs to be out to the distributor in the morning, so we got 75 kegs and a bottling line to set up, and yeah, it'll be a pretty late night for us. So we do have a lab technician that starts in 2 weeks coming here. Gotcha, used barrels. So, yeah, I think we're hoping that this first one's going to go into some Syrah barrels, but we're definitely going to have a selection of different barrels. Some of those we're going to kind of keep in the works. We've got our eyes on, and some coming from across the country that are pretty special to us. So we'll announce some plans on those when we're ready to release the details on those. But those are going to be coolship beers as well. Some of our coolship plans we might inoculate. So we're not going to do everything out of it 100% spontaneous fermentation, but we're definitely going to pick up stuff from the air when we do inoculate out of them. But yeah, the important thing with that is just to be honest, that if it says coolship on it, it's definitely passed through the coolship and cooled overnight. If it says spontaneous, then we have not pitched any yeast. I believe they were Centennials originally. We'll have to ask Derek on that, but I'm pretty sure they were. And they were pellets, and they've been sitting on top of our walk-in open for about 18 months at this point. Definitely have that cheesy aged-top smell, exactly what you would expect. There was a little bit of flare-up when I put them in, so pretty typical. So obviously a little bit of oils left in them. in the future, we're getting a hop strainer. We're going to get some whole leaf hops, and we're going to go straight into the cool ship on top of the whole leaf hops in the future. Sounds like Whirlpool is done there, so we're about to knock out.
Will the beer be going straight to barrel after you guys?
Yeah, we're going to go into two separate stainless steel for just a matter of a couple of days, and then we're going into barrels. We got to move a couple of things here around at the brewery in order to. I believe we're going to start pyramid stacking here, just in order to save space for ourselves. So.
I think you answered this, but he goes, somebody, Francis Junkus, said, do you use old hops and then Serrone? Did I get French? I don't know.
Yep, definitely the old hops though. Yeah, they've been sitting open on top of our walk-in, pretty warm up in the ceiling there here in Tennessee. 18 months. That's how long those have been aged for us, and I believe that they were at least one vintage, maybe two vintages old when we got them. You want to talk quick, Chimi? I'm going to go switch one hose, and we're going to knock out into this thing.
Yeah, we're really excited to make this happen. So we just had our 1 year anniversary in November. So we've just been going now about 14 months. In our first year of operation, we did over 70 different beers, which is pretty crazy, as most of you would understand, on a 15-barrel brew house. Yes, Art. But we've been pretty busy. We're going to keep being busy, and we're really excited to get this liquid coming in here. Thanks, Mark. I love it when you grab my Willie and move him around. Yeah, well, right now my mantra is Willie is ready to rock. We're just here trying to make beer great again in the great United States of America. And we figure this year is going to be a year when we all need to drink just a little bit more. And we're here to help provide that sustenance for those people.
What outside weather is in Tennessee?
Chance of rain.
42 is what we're.
Yeah, we'll be down to 42 degrees tonight. Again, oh yeah, here comes the fun stuff. I heard that. My Willie's been around the world. Hopefully we turn the drain off. Just testing the brewers. All right, so we have 2 bottles of a coolship brew. We think we'll cool down pretty quickly. Smells like lawn protein strains.
Yeah, so the turbid mash that we did, like I said, we did a pull at 113. We did a pull at, I believe it was like 133, and then another pull at, was it 155 was the other one? And then 162 was our finish one. It was about 2 barrels total of the turbid pull. We had a 2-barrel boil kettle that we went out to, and we filled it pretty much to the brim. Maintained about 180, 190 between the time that was out, and that was very starchy, very milky. I know that Chimi took some pictures of that and some videos of it earlier when we were doing a quick little Vorloff and whatnot at that point, just to clear any. How are we looking there, Derek?
Looking good, my friend.
So the cool ship, Derek, the head brewer here, brewmaster. Wave, Derek. Derek's the genius behind everything that is Mantra Artisan Ales. Him and his business partner, Chad, drove up to Wisconsin and picked this up. And it just got back Friday night, and we're brewing into it right now already. It's technically a cheese draining table is what it is. And it's 420 gallons flood capacity. It's got a 4-inch tri-clamp output on the bottom that we've just done a reducer down to 1.5 inch with a valve and an elbow on it. 10-inch deep walls. What was it? 170 inches, like 13.5 feet long, 4.5 feet wide. It's going to be great for our purposes here. Yep, lots of people in here. Lots of steam coming off the cool ship. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mantra Artisan Ales.
Phil, do you have like a cool ship at your house? In your home room?
I've got some small ones at my house. I do 6.5 gallon ones. Oh, he asked if I've got cool ships at my house. I've got 3 6.5 gallon ones. I'll do 15-gallon batches into those, into 15-gallon barrels in my basement. It's a lot more fun doing it here on the big boy scale, that's for sure.
The name of the cool ship?
Name of the cool ship is LL Cool Ship. We did rock a little bit of LL Cool J earlier today, of course, naturally.
Welcome, Francis from Canada. We're glad to have you join us tonight. Hey, Art, can we tip that camera just to get a look in at this cool liquid?
Apparently we have an audience. Look at those people. Say hi, people. Art's not the only one that can Facebook Live.
It's
Say
good.
hi, Chimi.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Oh, hey, look. It's Kyle.
Damn it, Kyle!
Anyone want to kiss Lily?
Again.
Go on. Hello, cool ship. That's right. Hi, Ratman.
I thought we had a troll under the bridge. Well, we're not exactly sure, but oh, sorry. The question was, is this the first commercial cool ship brew in the state of Tennessee? We do not know for sure, but to our knowledge it is. If someone knows of one that was done before, we'd love to hear about that.
Somebody asked me, your ship was sampled of
Oh, Mr. Spencer Flash. Well, we only send beers to Spencer if he chugs them.
Look, Paul. No, the camera doesn't have smell-o-vision. That's really hot stuff.
That's a shame for you guys because smell-o-vision would be amazing right now.
Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Oh, you guys are in love.
Paul Vaughn.
Hey, Paul Vaughn from Bearded Iris.
What do you mean we're having too much fun? No, we are not hot. We're not in Colorado. No. Maybe soon. Don't
So-
tell Kaylee.
So hey, while we have you guys, we can tell you about a brew we did yesterday that really doesn't have anything to do with Milk the Funk, but we did it as a fundraiser and an awareness raiser for the Downtown Franklin Business Association, and we worked with several local businesses to source ingredients, and we did a sweet potato honey saison, and essentially we baked some. We milked it a little bit, but we had some butternut squash and sweet potatoes that we baked on our friend Trace from Thunderbird Wings, his food truck. We baked them on there with some drizzled honey to get some caramelization. Threw them into the mash. Eventually threw in some Tasmanian pepper berries that were amazing. Some orange zest. And then we went into the fermenter with some saison yeast and on some barrel staves that came from a bourbon barrel aged honey producer locally. And in about 2 weeks, we're going to dry hop that beer with diamonds. Yes, diamonds. $15,000 worth of diamonds. Yes, we know it does absolutely nothing to the beer, good or bad. But we had a local jeweler in downtown Franklin that wanted to be involved in the brew. So we thought, hey, let's just dry hop with diamonds. Ha, ha, ha. And then we thought, well, actually, that sounds kind of cool. So we went ahead and did that. And this all came out of this guy's crazy mind, which is A scary place to explore, but we're happy to get there sometimes.
Corey James.
No, we definitely.
From Australia says hi.
Yeah.
Hey, Corey
Definitely a thing.
from Australia. Glad to have you join us.
I don't know that there's a lot of people that have got oysters at the volume that we did.
Anybody wants to know if y'all plans to do a dip in the
Well, so we've talked about doing a. We talked about bathing in this, and it's probably not going to happen on this batch, but I promise you, on a future batch, we will turn this into a wart hot tub.
If I got it, there'd be no work left.
That would be a culture we don't want to try. You never know what kind of wild stuff's hidden. I know what's going on with mine.
Well, we're getting there. Looks like maybe about halfway. Hey, Oscar from Chile. Thanks for joining us.
Dan Pixley says, "What's up, Chimi?"
Hey, Dan Pixley.
Dan Pix is the guy who owns our movie.
Yeah, we miss you, Dan. We hope you can come visit sometime.
Yeah.
Work tough time machine.
Guys.
Wart tub time machine.
Does anyone got some beer that's gonna accidentally make it in there? Oh wait a minute, it'll die. Don't do it yet. Oh, Sean,
Yeah.
you could have hung out. You're like 3 minutes away, dude.
Smell the sweet potatoes.
That wasn't in this beer, but that's
Oh, was
awesome
it?
that you smell that.
Really?
Correct.
Smells good.
But it does have that malty sweet.
the-
You're smelling that sweetness from the long proteins that are in there.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
What's the one that you did the sweet potato?
So that was our yesterday's brew called Mille de Diamond, which means honey diamond in French.
Introduce the Tennessee Craft Beer Magazine over here.
Oh wow, we got a whole group here from Tennessee Craft Beer Magazine. Hey Dee Dee, do you want to introduce everybody?
Okay, we have Don Els. I'm Dee Dee. And then we have Don, our editor, Craig, our owner, and a bunch, writers. Mark, the writer. Did the one on Tool, Pussifer. Art Whitaker, Homebrew. Who else have we got?
I think that's it.
And a bunch of friends.
Uh-oh, Pro Flora. See that? Chuck said
Art Whitaker.
we don't want
And a bunch of friends.
no Flora break.
Yeah, Jeremy, I don't know. Y'all going to have a late night ahead of y'all? We got some more questions. Jeremy, Sean wants to know if you're going to have a late night ahead of y'all. A late night ahead of y'all. Are you going to be out late?
Oh yes, we do have a late night ahead of us all. We're kind of excited just to watch this develop over the course of the night, and our plan is I think we're looking at 6 a.m. Central Time to get up out of here and get into some barrels.
We gotta let Dad say hi to Milo and Otis.
Hey Milo and Otis, good to see you guys.
Yeah, typically you would.
What can we do for you?
So
Yeah, we have a pretty big garage door over here. We'll have this open all night. We're also going to set up some fans so we get some continuous motion air coming in.
it's about 3/4 full right now.
Now, this is our temporary cool ship location, and we hope to have a better location and a cool ship room in the future.
Yeah, so if we're
Yes, we are. Woo. That one's warm.
Danielle says hi.
Hey, Danielle.
Say hi, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Hey, Danielle. I still got your shirt. It'd be a question. Still got your shirt, Danielle.
Yeah, where's your temperature gun? We will have the temperature gun in a minute. We'll check out what temperature we are currently at. Well, I mean, to be honest, we're going to taste it a little bit at 6 a.m. in the morning. So that's probably going to be our first taste. We are not at this time. Listen, this is just our first inaugural batch. We have already learned a lot, and we expect to learn a lot through this process. We're going to schedule another batch at the end of this week. We'll have more ideal temperatures for us. We're going to continue to learn every batch we can. We hope to learn more from the fellow members of Milk the Funk and all the fellow brewers out there that are doing this, as well as home brewers. We learn from home brewers all the time as well. So we look forward to continuing to develop and learn and evolve this process into something we can be extremely proud to share with everybody. Any what? Any splashing as the wort goes in. Well, there hasn't been any intentional up to this point, and at this point the heat probably wouldn't matter anyway. I don't think that's a goal of ours for this batch. In the future, we may do some splashing, have a little bit of a bottle share around the coolship. What I can promise you is every batch we do, we will be completely honest about the process. Joel mentioned it earlier. If we're 100% spontaneously fermented into sterile barrels, we'll let you know that. If we're 100% spontaneously fermented into non-sterile barrels, we'll let you know that. And if we have to pitch some culture, we will let you know that. Our goal is to make the best beer we can, but we will be completely honest about every batch. At this stage, for this brew, our plan is to be 100% spontaneous. Now, if it's 6 a.m., we don't think anything's happening, we may throw in some culture. And if we do, again, we'll be completely honest about it. So we did pick a great time to work on shoring up and leveling up the legs on the coolship. Because why not do that when you get about 7 to 10 barrels in it? It seems like it makes complete sense. Again, we continue to learn as this process goes along. At least one of us is smart enough to not be underneath this coolship right now. Cool. Well, Mr. Pixley gave us some information via James Howlett. It takes about 7 days to see some fermentation. So we know those guys are rocking out some great stuff, so we love to have their advice. Are you coming this way?
So close to the canning line.
Yes, it is close to the canning line.
We've got a bunch of questions. Have any small trial batches been performed in the brewery space?
No small trial batches of a coolship have been done inside the brewery space. Wait, isn't 15 barrels small? This is kind of a small trial batch right now.
New Belgium's got 100 barrels. Float and beer pong. Don't rinse the balls.
I definitely would not want to be underneath that.
Didn't I hear you say this will hold 14 barrels?
About 14 barrels is our capacity in this coolship.
20 gallons-ish.
Okay.
18 gallons.
Yes, sir.
You gotta get Caleb to bring over a wheel of cheese. I got a set of veneers. Wheel of cheese.
All right, if you go up there, please only breathe in, don't breathe out.
Safety first. Here comes our bacteria culture. Really?
It's good to be art. Hey, Joel, hopefully we're getting close. Yeah, any other questions while we're still live that we can answer or try to answer? Yeah, even once we cut off the live feed, if you have additional questions, ask them. Yeah, watch it later. If you're watching us recorded live but not live, ask a question and we'll do everything we can to answer it.
But if it was boiling coming out, and if you said this
What? We did not acidify this batch. We had a question if we could expect this beer to hit distribution. If it's friggin' amazing, absolutely not, because we'll all drink it. If it's okay, then yeah, we'll send some out for distribution. If it's horrible, we'll dump it.
Again, this is another question answered earlier, but hopping rate and aged hops.
Yeah, hopping rate and aged hops. We did use aged pellets that have been here about 18 months. 6 pounds with 60 minutes left in the boil. Yeah, out of 15 barrel batch, it was 6 pounds. 2011 Pearl hops were the types of hops we used. Yeah.
What's it at right now?
Hopefully everyone's drinking out of their Milk the Funk glass. One of the best tumblers we've ever had. If you don't have one, I'm sure our lovely administrators would love to put together another order and make this happen. It's Devin, Devin, Bell, Bell.
What inspired the spontaneous route?
Oh, wow. I mean, all of us here at the brewery have been fans of spontaneous style beers as long as we've been drinking beer. We all have our own sources of inspiration. For me, it was traveling to Belgium, visiting the amazing breweries there, but also tasting the beer. I mean, the complexity that comes with wild beers is very different, and we just want to do our part to continue to make America great again and see if we can make some of the best spontaneous wild beers possible.
Kind of was just dangling. Sewed it back on. I have no nerves that I can tell hot and cold. But I can get second.
All right, we're right about at the end of the transfer here. Hey, Derek, what temperature do we need to get at before we can jump in?
You can get it right now. You can do whatever you want.
This would not be very comfortable. It'll be very comfortable at about 110.
Derek's answer, in case you didn't hear it, was do what you want. In case you missed it, he's the one that said just grab him into biscuits. Yeah, so we'll post a video. We may take some pics and some videos over the course of the night, and of course in the morning before we transfer out of this bad boy, we'll show y'all what it looks like and what our thoughts and feelings are on it at the time, and we'll keep you posted on how this goes. In the meantime, y'all keep rocking it out there and sharing your knowledge, and we look forward to learning and helping other people learn, and we can make this happen together.
Hey, unless there's any other questions, this is Art. We're going to wrap up this second edition of Milk the Funk Live. And we posted earlier, our first Milk the Funk Live was at Carolina Barnhouse with Keston Heffridge and David Thornton of Southeast Labs. You can find that on the wiki under the video section. So we hope you enjoyed this. We're going to try to do this as much as possible when I travel around and find some unique situations. So cheers, guys, and we'll have a good night. Bye. Cheers. That's a cut, guys. That's a wrap.